Greetings, pod fans. It is day 5 of Podvidia. Pod videos himself every day in April. And I finally locked the ISO on my camera, so I can be here and over here without the light being weird. But that's not important. Today is one day before I compete. I'm competing tomorrow on the 6th of April. The 6th day of Podvidia, and today I guess I just want to talk about like preparation, not like the physical preparation because I think I've covered that, but just how I mentally prepare, how I get my brain in the mode for lifting and what works for me. And a lot of the time this stuff doesn't work for everyone. It's, it's very specialized. It's individual, like me, special snowflake. One of the biggest things, and one of the things that I had to learn, is daydreaming. I think, like, if we were being, like, psychological and smart about this, we would call it, like, envisioning, manifesting. And it's basically, like, I'm not trying to do it, but it works really well for me. I just kind of think about the competition, and then I think about, like, how would it feel if that lift went off, and then I put myself in the moment, and I allow myself to get excited and just to imagine, like, the weight moving in the way that I want to, and then I'm kind of just, like, lost in my own thoughts and my daydreaming, and it helps. It gets me in a brain mode, a way of just, this feels good, and then I suppose I have some idea of how it will feel on the day if it happens. And that's good, it helps me be like, And another thing that I suppose this is new, but I suppose I have been doing it without really thinking about it, but it's just being calm and being happy to be there. Like, on my RPE 9 days, when I was doing my squat, bench, and deadlift, the 9s, where I did big lifts that I'd never done before, on the drive to the gym those days, I thought of something, and it really kind of struck a chord in my head, and then I said it to myself in my head before I went for all of the big lifts, the 195, the 117, and the 240. And what I thought was, you used to dream about days like this. Which is so true. It is far too true. Like, when I first got into the sport, got into the idea of it, and I was just following my own kind of like, or following plans that I found online, and, it seemed miles away for me to ever, like, move weights, the weights that I'm doing now, or to even just feel confident enough to compete. Competition was always something that I wanted to do. I wanted to compete as a powerlifter. I wanted to have a coach. I wanted to be part of a team. I wanted to do these things. I wanted to just be a powerlifter. And it was things that I dreamt about. It's, it's the thing, like, that manifesting, that daydreaming. It was, I've been doing that for years, because I wanted to do this. I wanted to go to these competitions. I wanted to compete. And now I'm there. Now I'm doing it. Now I'm lifting the heavy weights. Now I'm moving the heavy weights. Now I'm surprising myself and others with the heavy weights. And that just really helps, because it kind of puts it in a perspective in a way where I'm, it's easy to think that, this is, it's logical, I can do this weight, this is just the weight that I can do because I've done this one before, and it was fairly easy. So, like, that, yeah, you kind of get in that kind of mindset where things become easy, things become routine, things become regular to do. But taking that step back and thinking, I genuinely dreamed about this, I was amazed by myself moving 100 kg in the squat, 100 kg in the deadlift, moving 90, or like, I remember the first time I benched 60 kg, and I was like, what? That's crazy. That's crazy amounts. And now I blast past those numbers as warm-ups, sometimes not even warm-ups. I'll go from, like, the bar to 70 kg to 120, and just, like, 100 is not even a thought in my mind. So that is how I guess I prepare, because for me, there are a lot of people, they stamp around and they use the smelling salts, the ammonia, the let's go. And anytime I've tried to do that, anytime I've tried to be super intense and super like, yeah, let's throw on Slipknot in the gym and let's, I overthink everything and I do badly. So for me, I just have to take a step back and think, let's just have a good time. Let's enjoy it. Let's realize that I'm here to have fun. And like, it is a competition. It is a thing that I'm competing at. The weights that I'm now moving could be dangerous. They're not dangerous because I'm a safety person. Like, they could injure me. They could do a lot of things. But I'm here to have some fun. I'm here to move some weights. I'm here to have a laugh. I'm here to just beat myself. I do have a rival. My Pokemon rival, Paul, who is this guy who trains my gym. We're in the same weight class and we just happen to be competing at this same competition, and he is stronger than me. I will admit it here, but like for months that has been my rival. He has been my he's been my Gary Oak. He's been my butt face, or whatever you want to call them in your Pokemon game. And it's fun. It's fun to have this. It's a fake rivalry. It's completely made up for the purposes of just us having more fun by having someone to be like, yeah, you suck. Dude, you suck. You're going down. And he's probably going to beat me. My singular aim for this entire prep has been to out deadlift Paul. And that is what I'm aiming for. But, yeah, like, I find it impossible to, take competition seriously, in a way. Like, I'm relatively competitive, I want to do good, but I couldn't possibly go into this being like, yeah, I hope that everyone else fails so then I win. Oh, I hope everyone has the worst day. Like, why? No. Like, when it gets to the point where I genuinely think that I can win competitions, and, I'm at the strength level where I can do that and it will be a close fight, then I still won't wish bad days on anyone, but I'll be competitive in the way of, my attempt selections will become more important. But right now, even though I do have my rival, I do have the person that I want to fight and want to beat, in a way, it's still just for yucks. It's just for fun. So, yeah. That's how I prepare. I just remember that I'm here to have fun. We want fun, you better believe it. We want fun, you'll take it or leave it. But yeah, it's fun. I'm here to have fun. I want to get better, I want to be more competitive, all of that. However, I don't care about winning right now. I care about beating a previous version of myself, which I think just by showing up this weekend, as long as, touch wood, things go in a way that I want, or go, relatively good, I will have beaten my previous self, and that's the whole point here, In the future, when I feel stronger, when I feel worthy of winning, then maybe there'll be a bit more competitiveness and a bit more, finding that proper intensity. But for me right now, the way that works best is have fun, calm down, think about how good I'll feel if I get the lift, and if I don't, it's all good. I'm still stronger, and that's the main thing. So yeah, tomorrow is game day. I will be lifting weights, doing a good time, yelling stuff at my rival, I actually made a joke the other day that my aim is to gain to bulk out of this weight category, and so we're currently in the under 93s. I was like, once I get to 105s, I can finally be friends with Paul again, and that is that's my goal. That's my bulking goal right now, to finally have a friend again. But yeah, I'm excited. I have blabbered for way too long, so I hope that this was a little bit interesting, a little bit more insight into the brain of me as a sportsman, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Slán.